when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss. They completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Touch pass on the run. Got a little space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Carr. Finds his man, it's Smith. Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Trying to run it in. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. They're working that left side. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickey. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Quick screen to the speedster outline. Open space at the 25. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Bust through behind his pad. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive 2-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man open. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
He's trying to get it in, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give is to Smith. On the move is the 30. There he goes to the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
They're not into threes. They want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. On the run, still looking. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a gap. It's Carr. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense had...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making...
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Handoff from the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hamilton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Hansen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. Wideout trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. to bull his way in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Washington right back to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lions. At midfield, he's got room. Dashing the D on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Washington wants to go quickly. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up.
Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Spits it out to the back. This time he's got him. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Davis looking to pass. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The short hands, it's Lions. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the batter. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Davis will throw. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Husky! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pulls and fires complete.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away, the opening play of the 3rd quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for space, it's Bray. Got the 1st down and more. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want. He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hamilton. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Pulls it wide complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Davis looking to pass. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch on the back. Off and running. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Oh, and that elusive victory is oh so close if they can hang on till the end.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Shoots it to the left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Connection to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 20. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's got it on the right. Turning it off. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He'll pull it down and run.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
So now it's second and long. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Davis will throw. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Using his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll go with a direct snap. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds and save yourself clock.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on first down. The throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Sends it back in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run. Spot here with second and short. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds his tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time we'll be sideways.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It's really the most common type of upset we see.